watching Judge Million. Of course, because she's so beautiful. She always makes me laugh. So, okay, how's that? That's a little bit better. So, to answer your question, Tangi, I believe in God. I believe God made helpers. Billions and billions and billions of helpers. There's billions of people on this planet, and each one of us can learn something from someone. We just got to find that someone we learn best from, and then switch it up every now and then. You don't just eat chicken and watermelon every single day. You eat this today, you eat that tomorrow, you eat this in the morning, you eat this in the afternoon, blah, 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 right? So we have many teachers, not just one. There's billions of books, not just one. Man made some through God, man made some on their own without God, and it all can still be true. So my thing for my life is just to stay open to everything until I disagree with something, or I say, I don't usually disagree with much. I say, I'll learn that at a different time. I'll learn more about why I can't grow plants at a different time. But right now, I'm happy with my succulents. They make me happy. They bloom once a year. I'm good. I'm getting a pathos in a little bit, and I will work on growing that. Little by little by little. We can't eat the whole elephant at one time. You just, like a snake that eats a deer that's too big, you just split yourself open, and then you're both dead. Right? So, I don't know. I just choose to stay open to everything. I'm not here to please anybody. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to make me happy and share my life stories if you feel like listening. I'm not telling you what to do, what not to do. I really don't think that I think when people say you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, that just really makes them look stupid. Who are you? Stalin? Who are you? I won't say that. And you leave it to yourself. You take it upon yourself to decide what's good for you. Try this for 21 days, and then try that for 21 days. See which one makes you go, and then do that. But I just have such a bigger concept of that word we use as God. That word really isn't big enough, I feel, in itself. However, I realize we're little itty bitty humans, and we just need to put a label on something. You just have to figure it out for yourself, honey. What's going to work for you, what's not. Do it for a little while. If it don't feel good, or better yet, what I tell my sons and my students is, okay, let's just do a test real quick. Asparagus. Did your body go, ugh? Or did it go, that? Try following that, because your gut has no positive or negative ions in it. So it's always correct. And just change it up. And then you go with that for a little while until something else makes you go, what is that? Was that a big, huge orange butterfly? Let me study orange butterflies. I studied theology, I don't know, for probably 10 years. Since, we can't do that stuff in Mama's house. You do what Mama say to do in Mama's house. So, from the time I was 18, when I left my Mama's house, until I was 23. And then I moved to San Jose, California, and continued studying theology. Lots of them. And what I mean by studying theology is I sat down with you, the head of blah, 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 temple, the head of blah, 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 Catholic Church, or this Catholic church, that Catholic church, this Mormon, that Mormon, that there's 5 different Mormons or something, I don't know, and asked you what it was about, and as well as going to college to hear what that professor had to say. I didn't get good grades, but I had lots of fun learning, you know. So learning isn't only about a piece of paper and going to school. School is every individual is a teacher. We're all teachers for each other. And I'll take what you have to say, I'll work it, see how it makes me feel. I'll do it, even if I get I'll do it to see if it would benefit me tomorrow. Maybe not today, because I had an upset stomach today. Yeah, I know what I just said about the ions. I know. And then in this mind state, it might have been and tomorrow I might go, why did I ever think to put ketchup on my French fries? That doesn't work for me. Let me try tzatziki. I eat that shit on everything. Yes, I really do. Anywho, you just have to try it for yourself. I don't recommend to anybody, because she said you shouldn't be burning black candles on Monday. I don't know. If it makes you feel groovy and it gets your going, then burn your black candles on a Monday. As you say your prayers, facing the east, on your prayer rug, whatever. I look at life like this. If you ain't hurt nobody, you're doing good. You mind your own business, not what some movie star, popular person says to do or be, and not what anybody on any social media says to be, think, or do. You just try it. And don't knock something if it doesn't work for you. It just didn't work for you, so try something else, and try something else, and try something else. Just because it worked for me, growing succulents works for me, but you can grow a garden. Then I'll be at your house every Friday just for a little bag of veggies with no pesticides. Yeah, just try it. If you love and respect somebody, even me, you know, you do whatever brings you your greatest joy that doesn't hurt anybody in life. You could ponder that thought. How's that? I think that's pretty open and equal and fair. Now, when the people that try to force you, oh, you have to believe this and you have to believe that, I stay far away from those people. Because if it's so good, why are you proselytizing that? Anything good worth having, we don't have to ram down somebody's throat. It just works. Example, I don't need 10 rules on what to do and how to be. I consider myself a fair and most of the time decent person. When it's hot, I'm probably not so decent all the time. That's why I'm sitting my booty here right in front of the fan. It's supposed to be hot today. And I know that will trigger my thinking to possibly be not as positive as it could be if it were 70 degrees and raining, you know? So you do what your gut tells you to do until it tells you to try something else. In the meantime, I just listen to everybody and everything. In this case, the shaft and the grain really don't need to be separated, because both of them have their own purposes. Excuse me. And it's all good. The shaft and the grain is all good. This has a purpose. So when you get it, you can separate the shaft and use that to make flour, and you could take the grain and use that to make a different kind of flour or milk or whatever. But it really is all good. I started saying that, I started reminding myself of that about 20 years ago. It's all good. It's all good. And like my brother says, you know, there's goodness in everything if you make it good.